boom. So that's what happened.
Yep,
Sorry.
The big boom. The biggest of booms.
Lots big.
The big boom.
Multi-dimensional boom.
Much big boom.
Multi-dimensional boom.
Hello, everybody. I'm JJAK Junior Wolf, and this
I'm
is
Dr.
my
Zombie,
co-host.
also known as Seth.
And this is Nerd Rant, and we just got out of the Fortnite event. The Big Bang.
Can we get an F in the chat for with an hour-long queue?
Yep. People were struggling to get into this.
So before we talk about the event, let's talk about getting into the event, such as how JJ was struggling.
I got
just
the
be
scare
so
of
happy.
a lifetime, guys. Okay, so I was in a party with all these chumps. I queue up, they all get in, and I'm still there in the lobby, and then I get a disconnections thing, and I get booted from the party. I'm just glad I did not get kicked from the game, because the queue was an hour long. So
I can relate though, because when I was trying to put my OG emotes on my wheel, it took a very long time to save, and I'm like, please don't freeze, please don't freeze.
I just barely managed to get back into the event lobby, so we are good.
So we got in, I got in, we're chilling. Paul, the person that's been like in every single stream that I've done since Last Resort, he was there. It was great. He joined the group, and Fortnite reached a new peak.
Yep.
11.6 billion.
It's so bad.
And these people are telling me that they can't handle it. It's like, oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And do you know what's crazy? Imagine how many people are waiting. Like, what do you think? 15? 15 million?
Yeah.
I think it could have been 15 million. So before, actually earlier today, we reached a peak of 7 million from that 6.1, almost 6.2 earlier this season. And I'm like, it's 7 million. Then it kept going down. I'm like, why is it going down? Then I realized when we were waiting in lobby, I'm like, oh, people are probably waiting in lobby because they don't want to crash and have a 40-minute queue. So there's a lot of people not in a game mode, which is why they're not added to the player count. And then I'm like, afterwards, it's like, okay, so we're on the game mode now. And I see 11.6 million people. I'm like, well, dang. So lots of stuff. We're also gonna back it up in a week or two. We're gonna do our first thoughts and stuff. I haven't seen any leaks, so this is just purely theory and thoughts from the event.
I have seen minimal
chapter
leaks when it comes to the alternate modes. I did watch the leaked trailer from next season.
So he knows the battle pass, all that kind of stuff. I don't know anything about next season, other than 2 skins that got leaked, and I'm not. That's so depressing, because those would have been some great, just like Deku, like waking up, seeing the trailer. It's like, well, dang.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see all the OGs react to the music, the black hole, like Cypher and Ninja, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Dude. So do you want to start it? Start from the beginning?
Yeah, quick note, however. They released the Lego trailer and the actual Battle Pass trailer, so those are public information now.
They did? Like Fortnite?
Yes, Fortnite on their YouTube channel.
Looking up Fortnite.
And apparently
if
we're
I
getting
just look up Fortnite, I don't get to see it.
We're getting a The Weeknd skin from the festival, apparently.
The Weeknd?
Yeah.
Damn. But I don't see the Lego, but I do see Chapter 5 launch.
Yeah.
I'll watch that after. Or do I watch it now for the podcast?
I'd say watch it now, bro. That way we can talk about it.
All right. Actually, I'm just gonna mute. You talk for a minute and 30 seconds, so we don't get claimed. It's gonna have stuff.
Okay. Well, shenanigans went on in the pre-game lobby. I'm gonna talk about that. That was entertaining. It was very interesting. They allowed people to still build in a way because you had like a regenerative 30 wood mats. So we had people like building up to try and get a good view. And then obviously there's that one person who just wants to break it down and ruin everybody's day. We had that happen a couple times. But there was like a big group of people on the tip of the rocket, just like doing the group emotes. We did the train all the way up the stairs to the top of the rocket. That was entertaining. I love those lobbies where it's like you get to mess around with the community, where it's not just like 4 people that you just get to like sit there with, where it's like a good like half of a game that you just get to vibe with before this huge live event. It was awesome. And I will say, I think that kind of like being there with the rocket with these nice graphics was a lot cooler looking than it was back in Chapter 1. Not to say Chapter 1 was bad, but you know, having those graphics definitely is like a nice new touch to have on the whole event. I'm running out of stuff to say. How long is left on the trailer?
20 seconds.
20 seconds. Okay, we're almost there. Yeah, I watched the trailer this morning on Twitter when I saw it leaked. I'm the person who enjoys the leaks. I like looking at them.
Okay,
and,
I haven't finished, but what the fuck is that, Peter? Yep.
It's this battle pass is gonna be something.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about that in about 40 minutes. We'll spend the second half. Let's go through the event first, and then we go into what we see in Chapter 5. So let's hurry up, because I want to talk about that, because I need to yell some things that I might have predicted, / excited for, / awesome, /
All right,
let's
anyways,
go.
The event.
Rocket.
When it started, Rocket.
Made me cry. I'm going to be completely honest. I had some tears, which probably because I experienced it before. So we did go through the rocket again, right? Like, you know, and let me tell you, Lexi sounded like she was loving that part too.
Oh, yeah. No, I think having the lumens and stuff for this event made it a lot more like awe-bringing than it was originally.
Some of the skins were a little weird. Like close up with all my bandages was a little weird, and we got close up to Lexi with her cell shaded, a little weird.
Yeah. But dude, the freaking traced rays and the glows of everything, like the sky,
laser,
it just
like,
looks awesome.
In. And then, so how did you feel? Because like I said, so this is just like Chapter 1. Obviously, it's a little different. You know, the map's a little different. We were able to glitch it with some like timing, which is fun. But then we had the end music again, which like for people that don't know, I don't like Jade. I think you do this. Jaden does it. He puts loading screens of music to packs, like to his presets. I don't. I favorite music packs that I have random loading screens. All of my loading screens anytime. But one of the ones that I will always have and I'll never remove are like the OG lobby tracks and the end music. I love it. And it gives me goosebumps every time it pops up because I have random and it's just those favorite music tracks. And when I heard that and I saw it going down, I'm like, I'm seeing it for the last time again. For the second time. Like, and then when it eventually flickered out, it just was non-existent. And then the like happy music from like Chapter 2, dude. And then it went real trippy.
Yeah.
Anything else for the rocket that you want to say?
I don't know, bro. I will say I'm very glad it had that like lock to the subject kind of camera thing. It was very helpful because half the time I didn't know where to look. So, you know.
See, that's one nice thing. I knew exactly what was happening. Everybody was like, okay, everybody look up. The video's coming down. But if you don't know, you don't know. And I think that's one thing that they're learning. And I was telling JJ at the beginning, it's like, hey, let's not stand on the rocket. Like, we were goofing off on the rocket because we had like 20 minutes while we were waiting. But I remember we didn't know what was happening the first time. So a lot of people did that. And then you can't see. Like, it's hard to see. So I was standing back. And I think when they're learning, right? So they launched everyone back, right? To make sure you were away. And then having the lock on to help make it more fluid.
That way you're not missing anything.
Yeah, because it is kind of hard to keep track sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, that part was awesome. And then obviously it closed out with that classic black hole screen. But, you know, obviously we knew there was more.
Oh, okay. The person that joined the Anime Plus, I just caught the end of your live stream. I had no idea what was going on, but it was wild. All caps. Evan Park was sick. Racing Part 2. The random Lego Dragon thing was wild too. And we'll go into all of that momentarily.
Yep.
By the way, we both streamed it. I'm going to be uploading a video later tonight.
My VOD is
just
up.
The event. Well, I saved just the video clip, so I'm going to upload, cut off the extra, and it's just going to be the event. Because I did play for hours beforehand, and we were waiting in lobby. And Anyway, so that happened. And then it went all trippy. I didn't like that part. It's kind of random and just trippy. I feel like they could have done something to make it look cooler. But, and then we went through all these, was it the dimensions, right?
Yeah, like the different
so we saw like
realities,
one or two dimensions. And then from that, we went into Lego. Yep. Or skydiving. And I'm like, bro,
I will say, I really liked the way they did this because it wasn't playable, right? It wasn't something we were playing, but it was interactive, but still cinematic. It was almost like an interactive trailer, which I really liked. I think that's a really cool aspect to do. And in reality, that's kind of what Fortnite events have been, except not always as promotional. Sometimes it's more storyline kind of cinematics. But, you know, in the way that they launch these, I think that is the best way to tease it, is, you know, make it an interactive trailer in-game. Because, like, they released little teasers just now on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm sure other medias too. But those ones didn't showcase any of the gameplay. It was just like, this is in Fortnite in a couple days.
Yeah.
So the only way to see any of those snippets is by either playing it or watching that content. So that was really cool. But yeah, zooming through the Lego Fortnite world. I don't know if that map is the new map or specific to Lego.
It's not. I mean, if you look at the trailer, it's not.
It's not what?
It does not look like. You mean the new Chapter 5 map?
The map we were zooming through in the Lego part.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's specific to Lego or the new Chapter 5 map.
I saw the trailer. It does not look like the Chapter 5 map. I think it's its own thing. There's a lot of parts that I didn't see in either.
Honestly, it makes sense if it was its own thing, because it kind of needs a little bit of a separate...
Well, not just needs, like, it's going to be its own, like, updates, too, right? Like, if we're getting a new season, why is the Lego open world thing changing?
Yeah.
And that's going to have its own thing. I don't think from here on out, every time Io and Seven are fighting, it's going to affect Lego and Rocket League. But yeah, so it was cool, unique, not the biggest fan, but I'll give it a try. Like, it looks pretty interesting. I loved seeing the Fortnite minifigs.
You know, I'm a huge Lego fan. Like, anything Lego, I'm ecstatic about. So I will absolutely be playing this mode, and I'm very excited to see where it goes.
That I'm excited to see is the sales of Lego after everyone gets to try Lego, right? Like, everyone's going to play this for free, right? So imagine, like, oh, this is cool. Now they might try other Lego games. So it's going to be interesting to see that type of statistic in a month or two.
Definitely.
Then we zoom out. We get sucked into the portal, black hole, wormhole.
Yeah.
It's a wormhole.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's not just a random portal. It's a wormhole.
Yeah. For the racing.
Then we zoom through. I think we saw another portal, and then we go to racing. Rocket League, Mario Kart.
Throws us on top of a car with an undisclosed driver, and we get to press a few buttons to activate different abilities from said car. It does look
do you
like
realize that we're going 600 miles an hour?
Yeah. It does look like there are going to be a lot of car collabs, because I will say in the trailer you just watched, there was one, there was the Ferrari, and then there were obviously other cars from the event itself, so we are going to be getting some cool car collabs in there.
And BR? I only saw the BR trailer.
Yeah, the BR trailer. And then in the event, there were some other cars.
Yeah. Which would be fun. I just hope that doesn't remove... I feel like one of the best things about the OG was that we didn't have these boring, like, cool Lambo and stuff, but, like, I don't care. I want drift boards and ballers and fun vehicles. You know what I mean? Like, I do hope that we can get some collabs. Like, was it a Ferrari or Lambo? Ferrari. In Season 7. Like, in BR. I hope we get stuff like that. I'm surprised we haven't had more. But in Chapter 4, we only saw, like, realistic vehicles, like Tokyo Drift, but, like, still more realistic than Goofy.
My expectation is by doing this, they are going to try and kind of keep certain subjects to certain game modes. So, like, anything car related, they're probably going to promote it with, obviously, the racing mode. And then maybe if they want to try and pull people over, they'll give, like, a special Fortnite reward or have a little item in the Fortnite map for, you know, the racing mode promotion kind of thing.
So that was cool. Not too much. There's just some cool things that we can do with the racing. Like JJ said, we didn't actually do anything, like moving it. And we only saw one map I like seeing Cuddle Team Leader, the head. I wonder if that's where it went after it was removed in the first season.
Maybe.
Who knows? Anyway, what was next? Concert? Or did we do something else?
Next was festival. Dude,
wow.
That was cool. It was a very different, I'll say, because like obviously Eminem, freaking awesome. Like that was epic.
Yes.
They did that
somebody
well.
said they're not gonna win the queue for this washed up artist. I'm like, bro, Eminem ain't washed up. Like I know we were talking, me and you, JJ, about like, was Eminem the best choice? Because there are some big names. I'm wondering how big he is, but even then, he's still Eminem.
Yeah. Probably not like the greatest artist, but like he is popular.
Right now.
Yeah. He is popular and he does have some good music, and it definitely fit, you know, the vibe they were going for with that. So
that was so cool. So yeah, we listened to a song. It was pretty cool. I think it was Slim Shady, Mom Spaghetti. I don't know all his songs. I do listen or parts of his songs. So it's cool. And then what came out of absolute nowhere, JJ?
Rock band.
Yeah, Guitar Hero. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
How was you? Did you do keyboard or mouse or controller?
I was on controller for that because the rest of the event.
I kind of wish you were.
I wish I was on keyboard and mouse for that too, because I feel like that'd have been easier. Because like the controls, for anyone who doesn't know, controller was left and right D-pad, and X and B are like the side buttons
circle and
for
square
controller. Yeah,
for PlayStation.
So that was interesting. I feel like with practice it might come easier, but it was very confusing
it makes sense,
to do.
Right? Like
off
especially
the bat.
on PlayStation, both top. It's like inside outside, right? Like, it's really not, but like it just kind of caught me really off guard, and it's just one of those things. Do you know what's gonna be great? Back paddles.
Yes, absolutely.
Dude, like actually, like imagine just keeping my fingers on X and like down D-pad or something, and then the back paddles. Dude, that's actually and that's gonna be nice because the stuff with multiple. Imagine having an entire profile just for Guitar
because
Hero
like I am a
Fortnite.
boss at piano tiles. Like I can play piano tiles till nothing else, but I could never play games like Friday Night Funkin' because the way that they have like buttons set up, like the arrow keys, it didn't like translate properly to the screen in my brain. So I don't know. I'll have to see how it works, but if you can change hotkeys, it'll come a lot easier.
Yeah, if you could change it, I think it's gonna be better. So looking forward to that. I think like I'm gonna check out the Lego and Racing. I'm honestly actually really excited. That's like you said, like piano tiles. I'd love to be able to get my Battle Pass XP while playing piano tiles, bro.
And mind you, these are all supposedly these are, I don't think these properly are confirmed, but they will likely have their own battle passes. And if it's not their own, the normal battle pass will have stuff for these modes. And then they all also have their individual item shops.
It's gonna be exciting. Imagine you're using your V-Bucks to buy friggin' Wrath Gods or something.
See, here's the crazy thing. I hope they do either different currencies or like up the amount of V-Bucks you can get from a battle pass, because right now having like what? It's like 1,000 something.
500. 1,500. That's what it's
1,500 from every battle pass. But you have to split that between each one of these modes, and that's all of the income you get apart from the stuff you buy.
Thinking. Fall Guys, they have two different currencies. What if we have V-Bucks, kind of like, you know, like Epic Games currency, right? Like you buy. But then you also have stuff that you're in-game. So maybe Fortnite keeps their V-Bucks, but then there is a Rocket League currency that you could use in a Rocket League item shop from doing daily quests and stuff like that. Kind of like Battle Stars,
It's kind of like
coins
and gems for mobile games.
Yeah,
like you can buy gems and buy things for a little bit cheaper, or you can save up your coins and buy it for a higher price.
I really think if these are going to be so separate, but yet connected, I think that is the best way to do it.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not opposed to that.
But if that's what they're going to do you think V-Bucks are going to change? Because now it is a universal, not Fortnite thing.
I don't know. We'd have to see, honestly. Like, the only way I could see that working would be they would have to change the prices of all of the stuff that costs V-Bucks, and then on top of that, change the amount that you get in packs.
What? No. I'm saying like we just said, but like change the name of V-Bucks, not what V-Bucks are. Like just keep them Fortnite or whatever, but change the name if they are a universal thing.
I mean, they could. They definitely could. I think in terms of what they're trying to build here, being like their own little mini-verse, metaverse kind of thing, it would make sense to change it to something more broad, like, I don't know, Epic Bucks, whatever you want to go with, you know, it makes more sense that way. But with the reputation that V-Bucks have created for themselves, I think that would be a bad thing to leave behind, because obviously like V-Bucks are well known everywhere, and whether you see it as some stupid thing that you want to buy your 7-year-old cousin or something that you use to buy Eminem in Fortnite, you know, it's like that is still publicity and it still brings attention to the game, so saying goodbye to that might not be the best idea.
If not the UI, but if we didn't just change the font size, I would agree with you. But I feel like the Fortnite font was also kind of iconic, and then they just full-on throwed it to this business thing.
See, I did not. I barely even recognize a Fortnite font. Like, if I'm being completely honest, I've been playing for what, 3 years now. It's been 3 years.
Thing, then.
It's been
so many
3
people.
Years
so many people talked about that
every single day. And yes, I noticed the font changed, but if you asked me like, oh yeah, what's the Fortnite font, I would not be able to pick it out, because like
that's
it's just not
thing,
nearly
so many people
enough.
That's a you thing then, because so many people talked about how great it was.
I mean, maybe in your square of the internet.
My square, bro, that's everything. Competitors, creative, BR, casuals, everyday players, streamers, all of them.
Except every for, you know, part. Everybody I know.
Bro. Just get good. Anyway, so maybe... Oh, then obviously we went through a whole bunch of other portals. Really excited. I was kind of right. I kind of called it that we're going to go through some other dimensions. Not that we didn't go through them, but we saw some other ones. We saw like a playground dimension. We saw a food dimension, Halloween dimension, a whole bunch of other things. The playground dimension scares me. Is that going to be like a horror movie?
Who knows, bro?
But anyway, all these portals, worlds, universes, whatever you call them, I keep calling them dimensions.
Here's a crazy idea. You know how there was the Halloween run, right? Mm-hmm. What if from this point forward, kind of like how Overwatch did, every holiday we get like a special temporary game mode?
I mean, we already do that kind of with Horde Rush for Halloween. I mean,
kind of, yeah. What if it like becomes its own huge thing?
And they like they increase it and maybe keep it for the whole month every October. Like every October 1st, here's your update. Or maybe not that, whatever the update that is that week. We get Horde Rush, and it has its mini battle pass, this, that. Mm-hmm. I could see that. Christmas, we have to go collect the presents for the...
Yeah.
I don't know. They could probably figure something out. The only one I'm going to be looking forward to is probably Halloween. But that could be cool.
What, you don't want St. Patty's Day event?
How early? So what else did we see? What do we see? Is that
it? You know that Lego monster that was, you know, breathing fire? That's a caddis beast. That was a Lego caddis. I saw people comparing it on Twitter. It had the eye in the center, you know, the big like spikes on its elbows and shoulders.
Huh.
It was like a Lego caddis.
Is it?
Silence?
Just, I don't know, like, because it's, like you said, like, what is... I am going to say, I think my least favorite part is proper lore. We got, like, none. Black hole happened. Time machine went boom. Time machine. Not dimension machine, like time machine. And now we're going to different dimensions, like Lego, like that doesn't make sense. But then we didn't see anything. We didn't see any word or anything from Sloan, Jonesy. I'm pretty sure during the original, we at least had lines from the scientists during the black hole. Literally no lore at all.
Yeah, it's...
So you saying that, like with the caddis, cool. What does that mean? Is it just a funny little thing like Sky and Midas, or is it important? Because I have zero idea what the importance is, because we already know the multiverse is an important part. Is it going to continue? Because we're dealing with time now. Like, it just...
Yeah, no, I feel like the lore itself was kind of left behind the past few seasons especially, and I'm hoping that they try and do a soft reboot with this new season. I'm hoping, like, Obviously, we
Speaking
have
of which,
Jonesy
that's
in our
still
main
going
battle
on.
pass. We have
Yep.
Peely being a subject of interest being missing. So I'm hoping they try and soft reboot it with these characters and like forge a new story for them in a way. And, you know, kind of lift that back off the ground. You know, give us more lore in Battle Royale and keep it to Battle Royale this time, because now they don't have to worry about the other realities being important to Fortnite, because they have their own places to share lore now.
So we'll see. Give it. Honestly, I think this is going to be a discussion that we can really have at the end of the season. I think we have to wait. I also hope that we don't have to wait and only do this once a year. Obviously, I'm not expecting every season, and that's definitely coming from the fact that the last one was Fracture, so it feels like it's been a year and a half since we've had an event, whereas we used to have it every other season or so. I don't want that, even if it's like the Ice King, right, where it wasn't big. I want something throughout the chapter.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
Not off the top of my head.
We can't we
we want
have
that
to
loading
wait till
screen for
yeah.
of the realities.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
We will talk about it more when the chapter drops. 'Cause there's going to be confirmations and dismissals of a lot of our ideas, and we can theorize more because I haven't seen a lot. JJ might know a little bit more, but even then, I don't think he knows enough to really do something lore-wise to the event. So we'll talk about that next season because there's a lot to unpack in this 1 minute and 30-second trailer.
Yeah. So
Okay,
all the
first
things
off,
that we've been
Battle
seeing
Pass.
leaked for about
Oh,
2
yeah.
years are coming to fruition. You know, we're getting Peter Griffin, who was leaked all the way back in
I
what was it, the
despise
flipped event.
Peter. I
Oh
despise.
yeah, no, terrible. We're
He's
getting
buff and a suit. What the hell?
we're getting weapon mods, which were leaked in Chapter 3.
I have some theories on that we can get into. And we're getting the train.
Yep,
And other things.
And we're getting the clamber that was in the files?
The what? What's that?
The movement mechanic, clamber.
Yeah, like holding on. Call of Duty does that. I'm wondering. Okay, we'll talk more about that. But yeah, lots of movement, this, that. Hurdling's coming back.
It is, yep. Hurdling hopefully sticks around this time.
I know you guys don't like it. I really like that. And playing so much creative, it screwed me over. Because it's still in creative.
Yeah. Anyway, so what do we want to touch on first here?
Battle Pass. Just get it out of the way. Get
Battle
the Battle
Pass.
Pass.
Okay,
Gameplay is
so-
what I'm excited about, not the Battle Pass.
2 collabs. One of them being Peter Griffin, one of them being Solid Snake from the Metal Gear series. And I will say, Solid Snake is apparently the bonus/secret skin because he's not in the Battle Pass itself, apparently.
I swear, if Peter is tier 100, I'm going to lose it. Have you seen the in-game Battle Pass or just the Battle Pass skins?
Just that trailer and image. That's all we got.
Okay. So I didn't know if that got leaked because I know that got leaked before this season. So let's just go left to right. I'm on the end of the trailer. Let's just go left to right. Peter,
All right.
don't like him.
No, he's kind of.
I don't mind
weird.
that Peter's in, but just why they change his shape so much to be taller and buff?
Because Fortnite.
I don't know. The next guy kind of reminds me of Nolan a bit.
Yeah, I could see it.
I like the trench coat. Excited to see some styles.
You always like
super
trench coats,
styled
bro.
trench coats. I know. Imagine. So I really like Renzo, right? And I'm not saying medium skin or big skin, but I really like Renzo. But it was kind of annoying that I couldn't turn off the hair. If he's gonna have cool super styles like Renzo, without having the abysmal hair in the way, that's gonna be kind of fire.
Yeah. All right, and then we got our Solid Snake up on the car.
Yep.
He's supposed to have, for all the Metal Gear fans out there, he has 2 styles. One of them being oh gosh, what was it? So, like an older Snake from one of the other games. And then
kind of like the Switch, the PS1 graphic Lara Croft.
Kind of, but
Outfit.
older person, too.
Okay.
Then there's
cool.
him, obviously. And then down below...
She's cool.
She is cool.
I
don't know how to feel, though.
I just don't think we've seen enough for her. I think she's gonna be a Harlow. I think she's right now we're gonna say something, but then we're gonna look at all the customization she's gonna have, and it's gonna be whoa.
Yeah. So she's on pause for our thoughts.
To be determined. Jonesy.
Jonesy. Dude, this is one of my
Jonesy freaking
favorite
looks-
Jonesies.
Jonesy looks like a freaking Call of Duty villain, like Mason. Like he looks like he's in the mafia or something.
Mate looks freaking awesome.
I'm kind of excited. Dude, the beard kind of fits him.
It
Like
does.
he's
it
been
does.
through some stuff. He's
Yeah.
seen.
It
he's
shows
seen
the
it.
extra level of maturity he's gained over the years.
Of course, is this our Jonesy? What Jonesy is this?
That's a good question.
That's the question. Is he getting maturity from going solo and with the 7, or is By the way, is this if it's not our Jonesy, is our Jonesy dead? Because we still don't know anything about the 7.
He looks cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him. I hope he's tier 100.
Honestly, yeah.
And if he is tier 100, imagine the style that he could get.
He's probably gonna be tier 1, knowing our luck, but-
true. Yeah. So anyway,
Then we have the
next girl.
mask, like the fencing mask.
Antonia? Is that who it was last for Last Resort
I
with
think
her
so,
mask? Kind of like her.
Mm-hmm.
I like my basic skins. I just don't like those two. Antonia.
I
This
like
one.
the vibe of this one, honestly. It's clean and simple, and I
I'm
could
excited for the
definitely see the
pickaxe
super
with
styles
the
being
fence.
awesome for
Yeah.
this one.
So we'll see. Just as a basic skin.
Mhm.
And I think the big thing is Antonia, I remember, but that's just because I didn't really care for most of the Battle Pass Season 4. This pass actually has some cool skins. Like the
Okay.
trench coat, Jonesy, the other girl, and then there's this girl coming
Yeah,
up.
this next girl, I
Well,
think this is the one I'm most hyped for. So in the other image I saw her a lot of these are actually the concept arts that we've been getting for a while.
Like
And
you said,
this
a lot
one-
of stuff from the past is coming true.
Yeah, this one is the one that I had said before looks a lot like Core, in the sense that she has, that one style. It's like the coat with like the mini skirt and, kind of exactly how Core is. But
Yeah.
if you look down by her legs, her coat is on fire. So she's
Hold
got
on,
that
hold on.
effects kind of thing that I'm hyped for as well.
What if it's reactive and you become Katniss Everdeen, and the more kills you get, the more you're on fire?
Oh, that'd be insane.
And then we got her meme skin, which like I saw, and I'm like, that's the concept art. Instantly
Yup.
remember that concept art of this
Yup.
specific skin. It's a tiger.
Dude's insane. And his belt has that symbol on it too.
Cool. So interesting. So Battle Pass. Like I said, when the season drops, we'll give our thoughts when we can actually see it in game. So we'll cover it again, but because we also don't know all the names.
Now,
Okay.
what do you think of the second styles for all of them?
What?
Watch the trailer a little further, bro.
Oh! I paused at the first. I didn't see
Bruh.
that.
Yeah, no, they all have the second styles.
Oh.
Got like your Noir Jonesy, the crystallized guy on the left.
I don't know if I would say noir. I'd say this is more like remember that one level
Oh
up
yeah,
pack?
like comics. I could see that.
Like comic.
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
feel like more than noir, because he has the red still.
the
still
tiger
like it,
looks
though.
so much more awesome.
He looks scary. I like the girl. So if you have this, it's funny. I've been buying a lot of packs, right? Like the
Okay.
locker bundles, and the one that I got is polarized. It's he's that one skin from Chapter 2 Season 2 with like the weird cut, and he has it's like the back and forth. Their extra styles are just like that bright purple. So I could use that, and you could use the Battle Pass skin.
No, I
So that could be kinda
I
cool.
love the purple on that. That
Yeah,
is,
the purple's
like,
kind of
awesome.
nice. I really like the pink and white.
Yeah,
I like that.
freaking awesome.
Snake. I see what you mean, like a little older.
Here we go.
Chrome? Crystal?
I'd say it's
Metal?
more crystallized.
Something.
Yeah,
Something.
looks pretty awesome. What if that's our super styles? Kind of like that.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, because yes, they don't give us our secret skin anymore, like properly
Okay.
tease it very rarely. They still do not blatantly tell us what our super styles is. Maybe it's like some patterns that we see.
Yeah.
We don't actually know what it is until it releases. And here's the other thing: if it is 4 months, it might even take a little bit longer for the super styles to come out. Especially with the other game modes, they don't want the hype. They want to drag the hype out as long as possible with all these different things happening.
Yeah.
I still don't like Peter.
Yep.
Do you know what he looks like? Kind of like Indiana Jones or something, like with his gloves.
Yeah.
buff Indiana. Okay, let's continue, please. Can we move on from that?
Yep. Anyways, what do you think about the weapon mods?
Okay. So from what it looks like, excited, really excited. Here's what I think. I don't think it's full-on weapon mods. I think it is a one gun that you get mods.
You think?
That's kind of what it looks like. Like, you look at all the times that they're using that, and it has the same base. So I think we're gonna get one gun.
Okay.
And what if it's like
I can disprove that with one screenshot. Go through the trailer to the part where
there is. But I mean, there's still very few. I don't think it's gonna be all the guns, but maybe.
But like every gun we see on that wall allows for mods, and if that's the logic we're using, these ones are very themed to the season, meaning they would have to introduce new guns every season that allow for mods, or keep these ones that are very coded to this season, which doesn't make sense.
I know you say that, but we already had makeshift, which are very unique just to that, and we haven't had them since. In the trailer,
we see a scar with mods.
Do we see a scar?
Yes. I'm not sure where, but I saw it screenshotted on Twitter. It was the scar sitting on the ground with mods. Lexi sent it to me here.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find it. But it had a drum mag on the bottom.
Oh god, I hate that.
Yep.
Nana, we have your banana.
But yeah, it looks to be every weapon. Now, here's my fear, right? Fortnite is a battle royale. You are always crunched on time. You gotta be moving. You gotta be careful about players. So how are they going to implement applying and collecting these mods? Are they going to be from specific lootables? Are they from chests? Are they craftable? And then how do you apply them to weapons? Do you have to be at a specific bench? Does it take up an inventory slot? Do you have to craft them in your inventory like you did in Chapter 2, Season 6? Like, how is this all going to work? The only way I could think it wouldn't be in-game would be kind of like what Call of Duty does, where you customize it in the lobby. I
can almost guarantee I do not think they're going to do that.
I hope it's not that. But, like, I also hope it doesn't take up inventory space in-game either, because that would be inconvenient.
Chapter 4. Not Chapter 4. Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 is another Call of Duty Battle Royale. It had attachments. However, what it did was, yes, so I think Fortnite's going to go about it with a UI thing. I don't think we're going to have stations. Or, what if they don't? So the way Black Ops 4 had it, right, just like Modern Warfare, but you did it in-game, like you couldn't do it pre-game. You had to do it in-game.
Mm-hmm.
You had your gun, but then you open up your inventory, you had a scope slot. So you throw it on the scope slot, right? You had just like normal, right? So you had like 2 or 3 attachments. So you can throw on a suppressor and a drum mag, quick draw to control recoil or ADS, right? So what if they do that, but you don't open your inventory, you just see a scope, and then you can either equip it, or you could swap it out. So if you see another, like a 2-time scope, right, you can just quickly swap it out instantly with the gun that you're holding.
You know the setting that's like hold to swap for your items?
Something like that, exactly.
What if it's like that, you walk up to it on the ground or something, or on a wall hanger or whatever, and you hold down the button while holding the weapon you want to equip it to, and it equips it. And then you can swap it.
Best way to do it. That is my favorite way.
And then maybe if you're not looking at any attachments and you hold that button, it like takes everything off, and then you can go back and put on what you want.
Yeah. I've played a lot of, not like a lot of some of these, but I played a lot of different ones. And I think that if with the games that have attachments, that goes for Apex, Call of Duty, Blackout, or Warzone, that is my favorite way of doing it. And I think that's the best way, especially with seeing Fortnite, like with the wall of attachments. They're not in a lobby thing. That's the other reason why I don't think it's going to be a lobby thing. However, here's another hype thing. Customization. Modern Warfare, 2019, so on. In the item shop, you can buy like versions, like blueprints. And then when you go in, I can have this specific magazine from this blueprint for the 20-round mag. What if we can customize our scopes?
That could
with
be
a wrap or
really
something.
Cool. I will say there were different like reticles and stuff in the trailer. Now the question is that because they are different scopes, or is that because they are different customizations?
Customization or setting, right? Like we can kind of change to have it or not. It might not be a customization, might just have a few options for reticles.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Excited though. This is the type of thing that I think Fortnite needed. I love the mid game. This is the type of thing that will pretty much make Fortnite have infinite dynamic playability. Having something like attachments, and if they're do good with them, and if they have a variety of them. I hope we don't get a lot of them. Like, I hope we don't get 5 different drum mags. Here's a 50, 55, and 70 to clutter the loot pool. But that's the other thing I'm kind of worried about. Are these going to take up our ammo and health items drops?
Yeah. I mean, I could see it being like, you know how in Save the World you get like those special materials and they go into those like extra off slots in your inventory?
Yeah.
Like where your crown goes and whatnot. I could see it maybe going in there.
I don't think it's going to take up any extra inventory. But I'm saying like drops, like when I'm running around to loot, am I going to be finding more scopes than minis? Trying to find things? That's what I'm saying.
In the loot pool, yeah.
On the loot pool. Are we going to be cluttered with like 5 different magazines?
That's why I was saying, like,
minis?
I kind of hope it's either like its own, you know, chest, like lootable kind of thing.
Or I could just see it like this. Like there's sections, like vaults with attachments, and that's where you have to go to get
like certain rooms that have walls with attachments on them.
And from the map, it looks like there's going to be a lot of weapon vaults, kind of like some Call of Duty. Like you're going to go into an armory a lot. But anyway, JJ, we only have like 15, 20 minutes, and we have only covered weapon mods, and there is a lot of guns.
Yeah.
The weapon
anyways,
mods
clamoring. What do you think of clamoring, the new movement?
Love it. I really, really, really hope it's going to be like Call of Duty. And I also really, really, really hope it's not like Call of Duty. What Call of Duty does is you can actually hold on with one hand, and you can shoot with a pistol. So I really hope we can like kind of lead over a ledge.
It does not look like it was that. In the trailer, we only got one instance of it happening, obviously.
Just jumping,
but
right? Like it's just like a double
what
jump.
It looked like is if you freeze frame it at the right spot, there was a white marking on the wall, and that's where they clambered. Yeah, and I'm thinking only where those white markings are is where you're going to be able to clamber.
True.
Kind
of
like in this comparison is kind of a stretch, but in Jedi Survivor and whatnot, the only places you can wall run are those places that have those white markings, like scratches on the wall.
So there's just specific spots where you can do it. I think that'd be better, but I also don't want it to be like Call of Duty because that's going to be annoying to just have people peeking above your... But I think that'd be fun. It's a fun mechanic. So we'll see. Mantling, like I said, or hurdling.
I'm glad it gets another chance at living, you know?
Yeah. Dude, I'm seeing so much. There is so much. Yep, Lamborghini.
Yep.
Seeing the Lamborghini. Grapple blade, okay.
The grapple blade just seems like a Fortnite IP version of the gear from the one anime. What was it? The
ODM?
Yeah, ODM gear. Thank you.
Maybe. Also, I do want to say, I was talking with Jaden, what if we get a new grenade type with Chapter 5? It looks like we're going to be getting a new type of grenade.
Oh, yes. That's the cluster grenade.
Oh, that's scary.
It's like a clinger. It sticks and then launches out mini grenades from that point.
Kind of like the explosive bow.
Yep.
Boxes are back.
Oh, in a different way. That's actually a collab with Metal Gear. Because the main character is notorious for using cardboard boxes as stealth items. You know, he hides in a cardboard box and uses that to get through like bases and stuff like that.
I don't care. I'm just happy boxes are back.
But yeah, it's probably going to be a collab item.
I don't care. I want boxes.
Sigh.
Boxes were fun, okay?
Did you see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Hell no.
There's TMNT art on the walls, like graffiti.
Oh, fun.
So we're getting Ninja Turtles.
About time. Kind of surprised we haven't had more Nickelodeon collabs. Oh, okay, that's a whole other thing. That those wording. Dude, there's so much. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to the beginning. Fast forward. We see Jonesy, weapon mods. Some of them look really cool. Probably gonna be some meta ones. There's probably gonna be useless ones. Okay, let's start with the train because there's a lot going on with this train. Okay, train. Let's start off the train.
That's cool. It looks. Cool. I saw. Obviously, there was a leaked early version of the map on Twitter, right? And I saw somebody had drawn a line that looks like it could be a cutout for a train track on.
I said this already. Yeah, we saw this.
And so, obviously, it looks like it's going to be circling once around the map. There's just one, circular track all the way around the map. Now, here's my fear. is there one train on this track, or are there 2 or 3 trains that, are at different points in the track? Because if there's only one train and, it travels at the speed we see in the trailer, the chances of you being able to get on that train in a match are like maybe 50-50 if you're lucky and it spawns on your side of the map.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be 1, purely for the fact that when the train comes up, it says capture the train.
Oh.
So it's going to be some kind of capture point. That's what I said. It's like, oh, those words change everything. Capture the train. I think there's only going to be 1, and like I said with the armory, might be a vault on the train.
That could be cool.
So if there wasn't the capture, I'd say, yeah, there's just 3 going around. But if you're having to do some like mini boss, like the vaults in Chapter 4, Season 4, I think there's only going to be 1.
Mm-hmm. Look here. I know they're fighting something on the train. I want to see if that's an NPC or a player. Because if it's an NPC, that makes a lot more sense. I'm going to zoom in on this low quality thing here.
I don't know. Because, like, they could just be using characters, right? Like, here's the different spies. We've always had them be 1, so who knows? They don't look like skins that I remember, but also a riot shield with gun. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Because that's just like a Call of Duty Black Ops ability.
I think
where you can,
it's going
like,
to
pull
be
it up and shoot
quite
through it.
interesting and definitely affect gameplay a good bit because, if it's a more common item, obviously, then I could see a lot of people trying to use that, and it'll change the game for zero build because all those times where you're out in the open and you need to get to cover, pull out your shield and you can just shimmy over to cover,
I just hope they're not like I know they're not going to be invincible, but I just hope they're not too tanky. But do you know what's going to be awesome? Imagine you're going to be able to you're probably going to snipe through the door, like the little hole.
Yeah.
Imagine some crazy shots sniping through somebody window. That'd be crazy. So, yep, revamp movement and gameplay. Got the hurtling going through Lambo. I guess these are some emotes, transitions, grapple blade. This is gonna be interesting, bro. What do you feel about this map? I am loving the aesthetic.
Yeah, it looks so great.
So, do you remember the clips I sent you of the Save the World new zone? It's really similar to that. It is some new revamped POIs. Like, it's not the same building types. Like, these are unique and they're awesome.
Yeah, and no, looking at the terrain, I am so excited for this terrain. It looks phenomenal graphic-wise.
Okay. So, at a later time, because we don't have too much time, I'm going to try to watch this on my computer or maybe PlayStation, slow down the speed, because right now I'm seeing a DMR and a Vector, which is an SMG, on these walls, and I feel like if we freeze it down, there's going to be a lot of different small weapon types with attachments that we're going to see separate. Like, then I'm also seeing the suppressed pistol with this gold camo. I don't know if it's a camo or if this is a new suppressed pistol or the normal pistol that they have a suppressor on. That's going to make it so much harder, though. Is this, when you said a scope scar, is this a scar with an attachment, or is it a new gun? Because normally they're just new guns.
Yeah.
So we're never going to get a scope DMR now, or are you just going to get the normal gun and you're going to have to find the scope for the DMR? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
it's
every weapon that drops has a chance of dropping with a mod.
That could be cool. That's kind of how, that's why I don't like, yes, you can have the customization in Warzone, but you can only do that in your loadouts. In-game, you do find them with mods, you don't get to change them. Like, if it's common, it has 1 mod. If it's epic or legendary, it has 5-6 mods, like 6 attachments. But you do not get to change them. But very clearly, we're going to be able to change it.
Yeah, plausibly.
Capturing the train. Stats. That looks like the Vector. It's pretty cool. Riot Shield. Dude.
This is so awesome, dude.
Yeah, no. Look at second number 1. That farm, the mountain, roads.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I see the train. Do you see the first second with like the T still? In the farm, you can actually see the train track right below it. It's going right underneath the bridge.
Oh yeah. Dude.
to play.
Cannot wait.
Yep, it's coming through. Dude, do you know what else I'm excited about?
Huh?
The caves. There's gonna be underground areas finally.
Yeah.
These very and I'm thinking when you're watching the trailer, the train's coming at you, right? And there's the doors on the side, kind of like a Ghostbuster type thing. I think there's gonna be some kind of like subway, TMNT. That's probably where they're gonna be.
Yeah. I saw somebody pointed out there was a glowing sewer grate.
Yeah, so that's probably where it is.
So.
Some kind of sewer. Dude, imagine there's a full sewer system. Not like full throughout the entire map, but when you're going in these like very clearly like city POIs, what if there's just
like
a layer
called underground? So
dude, that's gonna be so cool. But that's also I'm gonna hate that because what if there's gonna be indestructible layers? They're gonna be able to hide below you, and there's gonna be no way to get out or in. And those areas suck. Stay in a game, like, dude. Oh.
This is gonna be insane. This is like genuinely a new era of Fortnite.
It really is, dude. I'm so scared but so excited for these weapon attachments. Right now, I'm seeing like a lever action, like pump type shotgun. The one in the top middle, I'm scared. It's gonna look like a Brecci, which is one of the worst shotguns in all of Call of Duty. Not because it's bad. It is a full auto shotgun. No, semi-auto shotgun.
Ooh, you can see the armored car driving around in the scene where he jumps on the train.
Okay, I'll look for that in a second. So I'm really scared because it's gonna have like an 8-round, and that thing in Call of Duty could 2-shot. So I'm thinking, is it gonna be able to hit like 50 body shot and be able to like spray? And if we can increase the range with attachments, like that's gonna suck.
Yeah.
And then it's looking like a DMR type thing, and the other one kind of looks like a hammer. Not like the hammer, but like it doesn't look quite like an SMG. It looks like maybe a base AR. And then we have the Vector looking one. For the people that know, I'm going to keep using these names that people aren't going to know. Oh, wow.
Womp womp.
So, dude, this Coliseum looking POI looking cool. So I was right. It is an armored car in the portal. That's what it is. Bro, they have a full envoy. They have armored cars protecting the Lambo.
Dude, this is easy.
See, here's the other thing. I keep seeing this camo. Is this a camo, or is this just what the guns are going to look like? Do you see with like the wood, with like the gold detail? Is that like a camo, or is that just what the base guns are going to look like? So it's either kind of like how we had the makeshift with going into primal mechanical. What if there's different guns, like base guns? And what if you have like the royal like that, and then you have the resistance looking like thrown together? Those are the two types of things that I've been seeing for weapons, base weapons. Yeah. So yeah, okay, so I'm looking through. I think these reticles are all looking the same for that, because the scope themselves is very clearly different, but I don't get to see the reticle much. Yeah, it looks like the reticles are going to be the same. Be cool if we can change them, but there will be plenty of scope options. So if you don't like that, you can change the scope itself.
Yeah. I think the 7 are gone for good.
You think?
I think. Because the last place we saw him was that reality, and it is now gone.
Was it that reality?
Yep, the Chrome.
But we're in Chapter 1 reality. Which is the same / different reality than the Chrome reality.
Well, you gotta complicate it, bro.
Which, remember, the Chrome reality is also different to the Chapter 1 reality, Chapter 4 reality. We don't know, I'm sorry, until we get confirmation or new characters. So, okay, did you, go quickly, do you have the video pulled up?
Yeah.
Okay, go to when he's using the glove. It looks like you're gonna be able to kind of jump off of when you grapple. Which looks pretty interesting. Do you know what else? This is kind of reminding me of Spider-Man, like all the volts and stuff. Like I'm thinking about the train station right now or something. Peter, screw you. Tower. I think the towers might stay. I just saw one of
Hopefully,
the
yeah.
towers in the
Those
background.
were really
That'd
fun.
be nice. And I don't know if you knew, in competitive, the island and towers also give you points. So it
sweet.
was really interesting to see how it affected competitive gameplay. Like, you had to take that to do really well. Okay, so 5 minutes. Wow. Fortnite. Ooh. Yep. I just pulled up Discord and I saw Jaden's last message. What the hell?
Oh my word. I cannot wait. This is gonna be awesome.
Mind blown. Let's just say that.
Yep. Downtime, for anyone who doesn't know, is either going to be done tomorrow morning or done in about 2 to 5 days.
And even if it's not tomorrow morning, I don't see it 5 days. I see it maybe 24 hours with other game modes. It's just confusing because I haven't been on the leaks, but JJ saying we knew it's been 5 days since the beginning. I don't remember seeing any of that.
I went back and looked, and the leakers apparently said the file for downtime being minimum 2 days long was being used for this event.
But here's the other thing. If they can change that, what if it's a day, but it's still that different type of downtime? Right? So we have no idea. There's no idea until it happens.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening 5 days from now. Like,
But
after,
do you see it happening overnight for a chapter change, which we've never had it be overnight?
What do you mean overnight?
Like for a chapter change, like a downtime overnight, like we usually get in between like seasons or
It has been.
typical downtime. For chapter changes?
Yes, the last 2 chapters, it happened the next day in the morning at like 10. At 6. It's been like 12 hours, 16 hours. It's never been a day.
By overnight, I mean like the typical, like, it's update night kind of downtime.
Yes, it has been for the last 2 chapters. Downtime starts after the event at like 2, and it doesn't come up until 4, 6 a.m., like always. That's what it's been for the last 2 chapters. Going into chapter 3 and going into chapter 4. You can go look at the times. That's what it's been. We have not had that type of downtime since chapter 1. Ever. Not for season, not for chapter, not for this thing, chapter 1 event. Never. It has always been overnight, like a season, just longer. Instead of 8 hours, it's like 12 hours, right? Like, because it starts at 2. That's what it has been.
But then that's not overnight, is it? Because it goes overnight and halfway through the day. Bam. Got him. Anyways.
You're just a moron.
Sometimes.
We have zero idea, right? There's
Yeah.
no idea to know right now. Because sure, that's updated, sure, it's used, it could be changed, it could be 5 days, it could be 2 days, it could be 1 day, because they can change it. And here's the other thing, Korea's still going on, but we have 2 other events going on later today. So,
The downtime
Mystery.
itself is supposedly supposed to start at 11, which is what I was seeing the leakers say after they announced that they're having 2 more showings, is that the downtime itself starts at 11.
So we'll let you know. Either way, we have an episode going up next week because JJ is away. So we're gonna be playing Fortnite this week if it's out, and next week when JJ gets back.
Yep.
The game modes will be out by then, but then we're gonna have another week. So it's gonna be a little bit of time, but I think that's good because there's just so much content. We have to experience these weapon mods, we have to experience the game modes, that.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot to cover though. We might have to do 2 parts for that one, I'm gonna be honest.
Probably.
I know
Like
we have
maybe
last
one
year.
for Fortnite itself and another for the game modes.
There's just too much going on, especially with the lore that we're gonna get when we get in. There's gonna be too much. There's gonna be too much.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So yeah, we'll wait. Now the anticipation is gonna kill me. You realize
Yeah.
it's gonna suck. What are we gonna do? Like, because
Fortnite's gone. What's the rest of your life descended to?
Okay, the other reason why I don't think 5 days is why would they give us the trailer now? Like the official Fortnite giving us the trailer now and not getting
that I
any
can
of
agree with.
for
That
5
doesn't make much
days.
sense.
So that's the other reason why.
Of course,
we only
it
have
was
30
dropped
seconds.
4 hours ago.
Was it?
Yep. Maybe they did it because of the leaks. I don't know.
I don't freaking know. Anyway, 30 seconds. Guys, I'm excited. Chapter 5 is going to be
Yep.
crazy. I don't think it's going to be the best, because I feel like there's been a lot of stuff that can go wrong. Not saying it's bad, just stuff like weapon mods can be very scary.
I'm very excited. Lego Go Burr. Subscribe to the podcast. Bye.